Hey guys, this is a live recorded match. This is our third placement match of the season. We're playing on Cliffside. Um, Kind of a cool map, very aggressive map, very uncomfortably aggressive map. Playing against Japanese, so we do have to look out for potential Dark Age play. So we might have to drop an early tower on our gold, as we don't really go for Dark Age play against Japan, because we'd have to go spears. So um, we'll see what we can do here. And scouting straight across and kind of seeing what he does is really important here. The really small distance can definitely punish you here. We might just fully chop that one tree, like one tree completely. Okay, nothing telling us what he's up to yet. I didn't pay attention to where his scout went on my mini. A little bit of a mistake. So there was a tower there. Or there is a barracks coming up, so we do have to. And really bad here with our scout, with our con not being active. So we get those sheep. This is scout. So we'll just sort of take a route like this. One more on food. I'll go one more onto gold here. Or onto wood. We'll go two onto wood actually. We're just doing a partial route here. Now we've invested in early double villagers, which might not be the best, but I think it'll be okay here. Okay, happy with our sheep haul so far. One more on the wood, one more than we normally do, which is okay. Our gold's in a good spot, and now we just rally on to food. Make sure we kill plenty of sheep right now. Okay, nothing there. I'll drop like this. Okay. And we can do another double production villager. I think we will. You beat me to feudal. This is what it is. No biggie. I'm gonna kill my sheep. Nice little raid. We really want to get our upgrade here. Nice little raid here. Do a nice little raid again. That's killing a lot of stuff right there. And that might just be game over right there. We do have to get a prayer tent going. Food. I need food. There we go. Okay. So we caught him on some pivotal transitions there. Excuse me. Yeah, so basically we just caught him on some good transitions. That push that he did there at the end there on my base was actually pretty good on his part. And the fight he took under my Krota, I was actually surprised how well he actually won that. But I guess it was the majority of his army there. Eco count was ahead, but yeah, he lost a lot of villagers. That was just basically dead at that point. Resources gathered. Way ahead of him on resources gathered, which is kind of crazy. Was he? Okay, Pat 3 makes sense. I don't know if that's like his actual elo or anything, or if that's just a bad start to the season, which sometimes happens. He did get one relic back into his base. We were floating a ton of wood. We did a really bad job of rotating onto our food here. This map is not very food heavy. I kind of forgot about that. It's not very food heavy at all. This fucking stable I threw up here was such a meme. I don't know why I threw it up here. It's so far from being useful. Almost anything would have been better here, like even a tower. I could have just kept something here. Just because when you're rallying all the way across, it's always kind of a pain. What did he have here? Yumi's and a couple of samurai. But yeah, I was pretty surprised how well he held that one first fight. But we were picking villagers here and there. He did a really good job of denying us with this outpost. Like when he came up with those 4 villagers to do that, we probably could have been a little bit better at denying it. I think part of it is because we had villagers double unit production, so our villager count was like beating his villager count, which is weird. That almost never happens. So that kind of gave us a nice little edge. So, and it's tough to say though because we're not sure what our opponent's like elo is. So it might have been like some idle time or just inefficient resource use. Let's see, villager count. It doesn't look like he really went idle. He just losing them. And total resources count, he was pretty much right on us. It looks like he was shooting up the castle. So that's why we were kind of using our resources more efficiently there, I guess. And we didn't get wheelbarrow, which is a little bit of a throw. These berries were done. I don't know where these villagers... I guess I would have sent them over to these berries. And then we're out of food, which is pretty crazy. And we got 2 pastures, so we don't have shit for food. We did get finally a prayer tent up. We were really late on our prayer tent. We should have gotten this probably a lot sooner. Even before like the double market. Instead of double market, I probably should have dropped. Excuse me, prayer tent. And then when he started to push us and started to outmass us with his stuff, it was pretty important that we dropped as many stables as we did when we did. Because we wouldn't have had this mass as quickly. So little details add up. And then even this military academy probably would have been a pretty nice deal for Russian units. Uvu. Lots of little stones on this map. We need to drop an Uvu next. We could extend our trade a little bit. 75 gold though is pretty strong. But we had some pretty good, like some lucky situations. Like we saw his one samurai heading out, so we were able to react with our guys there. Like we dropped towers, and we, like even if we had said army over there, we would have been able to fight it with the towers. I am thinking though, instead of sending that whole mass that I did send, I should have just sent maybe like 3 Keshiks. And I just wasn't sure if it was 1 samurai though. That's why I kind of wanted to secure it, but um, maybe not the best way to deal with it. But getting little raids here and there was a pretty big deal. Catching his army rotating back here to protect these villagers because he's worried about my Mangudai. So he pulls his army to protect these guys. I see that. I can take these Keshik and just dive here. Pulls his archers away. At the same time, the army that cleaned up his samurai was wrapping around. So we had a really nice little dive here. And he had his villagers like trapped between the tower and the farmhouse, which is really unfortunate for him. Because if those villagers had ran, he probably would have been in a better spot there. We lose some villagers here, not too bad. And he was really committing into Yumi, so kind of a weird thing. I guess maybe he was really worried about the Mangudai mass, but I don't know. I thought he saw, and maybe he didn't scout the stable switch, but anywho, good game to our opponent. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.